Rune Hunter, are you sure you don't need to rest? You must be tired from dealing with the Knights of Arcus. I was expecting something like this to happen. But now that it became a reality, I'm not as confident as before. Is it really okay for me to stay with you, Rune Hunter? I never meant to cause you any trouble. I'm sorry for putting you in danger because of the Knights of Arcus chasing me. I will do my best to resolve the situation. Please don't hate me too much. It's still pretty quiet around here, but the knights will tighten their circle over time. They will be using the Reins of Limb, just like I did. It's only we should hurry if we want to keep our distance. Let's just hope there aren't any knights hiding up ahead.
Blyson is a native of Hera who participated in the Zodiac War as a soldier. She contributed to the defense of Hera by aiding in the Battle of Mycenae Highlands, which took place along the complex mountain ranges by using the power of heavy rain from the god Acuben. As a result, the king of Hera awarded her with the title Disciple of Acuben. After the war, Blyson used the money she received from the nation to found an orphanage named after herself. It was built to care for children who were orphaned by the war, and specialized in practical curricula based on the worship of Acumen.
It seems there's a creature nearby. But I could get killed if I'm not careful. What do I do? Oh, hello. I'm Collector Airmid. I hate to ask, but are you interested in some mercenary work? I need to take a look at something ahead, but I'm too scared to continue because of the roaming creatures. Can you please help? I'll pay you for your trouble, of course. Your goal is to get rid of all the creatures around my objective. I'm counting on you, dear mercenary. I'll see you next to the jar.
Look, it's that Zodiac Master who came by before. How can she even show her face here? Disgraceful.
She must think she's some kind of visionary, even though she's no different than the Manhunters.
Every nation is talking about the dangers of completing the Zodiac. Is it really okay to leave her alone?
Did you know? That woman, the Zodiac Master? They say she's a murderer. You heard about the massacre at the orphanage, right?
So she's the one who's training those Manhunters? How can she do that in the name of the 12 gods? It's sickening.
Rune Hunter, I remember seeing that flower at the lacrima earlier. Did the flowers get blown away by the wind? I see. You would like to take this flower to the next lacrima, since it belonged to Ilia. I agree with you, Rune Hunter. Even if it was just a story, Ilia's face that we saw in the lacrimas looked so sad. We should gather any flowers we find along the way. It will take some time, but this is an important matter.
That's a lot more creatures than I saw from afar. I would have lost my life if I came here alone. I'm here because of a rumor that's been going around in town. I demanded to know who started the rumors, but I couldn't explain myself because everyone kept blaming someone else. Then I remembered hearing a story about a rumor-spreading jar from the townsfolk before. If my guess is correct, that jar up ahead could be the one from the story. Please get rid of the creatures so I can take a closer look. Great work, mercenary. Now I can finally see if the story was true. According to the story, placing an object inside the jar will spread rumors about its owner. If it's true, this could be the jar of rumors. Mercenary, please smash the jar for me. Jewel pouch I lost before. So this really was the source of the rumors. Hopefully they will stop now that the jar is broken. Great work, mercenary. I'll go back to town and see if the rumors really have stopped.
Did you hear about that child who died last week? Apparently, that was all Airmit's fault.
That's right. Her brother wished upon the stars every day for her to get better. But since the stars were stolen...
Oh, you mean the star that grants a wish if you pray upon it every day? That must be how she stayed alive for so long.
Exactly. She would still be here if only we had the stars. I feel bad for what happened to her because of a petty star thief.
You know those bodies they recently found? Weren't they famous for going hunting at night?
You're right. They were known for their ability to find their way in the dark. It's a shame they all had to die.
I bet it's because the stars disappeared. After all, they're the only tool available for travelers of the night.
So more people died because the stars are gone? That star thief is gonna end up killing everyone in town.
I've had enough of this. Why on earth does Bolvar go around screaming every single night?
You haven't heard? Bolvar's fiancée committed suicide. The two made a promise upon the stars. But when Bolvar's star suddenly disappeared, his fiancée thought he had died.
Promise upon the stars? You mean when you pick a star as your own and use it as a sign to notify others of your survival?
Yes. So she ended up dying for no reason. That star thief isn't going to admit their crime until every single one of us is dead.
What do I do? The rumors haven't stopped. You saw it too, didn't you? The jar of rumors was broken. But when I returned to town, everyone began whispering amongst themselves. They're blaming me for all the deaths that occurred recently. Some people were even screaming at me to leave town. All of them looked at me like I'm some sort of a pest and won't even talk to me. I am so frustrated by the injustice. But there's nothing more I can do. I'm tired. I don't think I can stay here anymore. Mercenary, I'm going back to town to gather up my stuff. I'm so angry that I'm being treated unfairly like this. But there's no other way. Mercenary, I ended up bringing a lot more stuff than I expected. Now that I left, I finally feel relieved. And also sad. Looks like our path ends here. Thank you for keeping me safe through everything. I'd like to ask you something before we say goodbye. Mercenary, you heard all of the rumors about me during that process. And yet, you continued to help me. It's scary to think that you're spending time with a criminal. Yet, you didn't seem bothered by the rumors at all. which is why I wanted to ask. Mercenary, do you think those rumors about me are true?
Ilya, I thought you were going to the market to buy flowers. What are you doing here alone? Did something happen? You don't look so well. Oh, this flower is really fragrant and pretty. You must really like flowers, Ilya. It really suits you.
Humos, how did you know I was here? I'm glad you found me. I feel like I'm not alone.
You mentioned how much you liked the flowers that bloom from that tree. I figured you could get a nice view of the tree from here. Ilya, let's go live together next to that tree one day. I'm sure the two of us can be happy there.